Hi, y'all. Amber Almond with Real Estate Listing Masters, and it is so hot right now. So we got this nice glow going on because I've been outside taking some pictures for a client, just of some things that need some attention before listing. So super critical stuff. And if you've followed me for long, you know how important that is. But I want to talk to you really quickly because I've been getting a lot of inquiries and questions just about like this market, this summer market has been different than most normal markets. Some of y'all have been good busy. Some of y'all have seen a massive slowdown, and some of y'all who saw a slowdown, it never really picked up. So there's all different things going on nationwide, and it really depends on your market and where you're at. But I want to talk into this kind of transition of people who are feeling like their market has slowed or is slower, because it can be really, really stressful and frustrating, especially when you're used to putting a house on the market and the go, go, go. And then you put a house on the market, and then that night or the next day or by the weekend, you have showings already scheduled. I listed a house 3 weeks ago. We are not overpriced. We are not underpriced. There is another property that was on the market. It was listed at 10,000 higher. And it's in like the 200,000 range, which is unheard of in the Utah market. Okay. So this particular listing, y'all know I'm licensed in Utah and in Texas, and I work in both. So this one is in Utah. We didn't have our first showing for like a couple of weeks. Now, here's a couple of factors that play into this that I already know. This property is not FHA approved, okay? I know that a lot of people who are looking in a first-time buyer price point are going to be looking for an FHA property. I also know that this is a borderline property for investors because most investors want to cash flow. This property, even at this rate or this price that it's priced at still, is going to it's like on the border of breaking even. And so it's a harder one for investors. And then it depends on the investor's situation, right? They have to have a certain amount down. The more they put down, then obviously the better pricing and stuff they can get, or monthly payment. But even at that, there's some hurdles to jump through, okay? Investors still don't want to put a lot of money down, especially in this volatile market and with high interest rates. Buyers, even first-time buyers, will have a harder time qualifying in that price point without FHA, and coming up with more down payment can be more tricky. So you just have to really, really, really know your market. Now, the point of me telling you these things right now and in this situation is that my clients, while they're so excited to sell their property and really want the property to sell, we're not just price dropping, because number one, there's only so many times you can drop a price, right? Yes, they could decrease the price significantly and get it sold if they were in that type of a situation that they needed to. They're not in that type of a situation, but they are in a situation where they're conscious of things. They want to be a little bit patient. They do have some wiggle room, but if they give up all their wiggle room right in the beginning, then they also lose negotiation ability to be able to do concessions and inspection repairs and all of those types of things, okay? What I am leading you to here is that my clients, while they are so excited to sell this property, are not frustrated because of the communication. I update them on a weekly basis of if I feel like we're in line with the market or not in line. I update them with things like how many showings have we had, what's the feedback on the showings that we have had, what are other properties in the area doing, have they changed prices, Have they gone under contract? Has anything sold? Okay. We're looking at the movement on multiple levels in their area specifically so that they can make the best decisions and that we can ride this time period together. And that's the most important thing. Okay. The number one way for you to maintain that relationship with your clients, to help them feel like they are in the right hands through a slower than normal process, is communication. So decide what your factors are, decide what you're going to report on, do it frequently, like a weekly basis, and set that expectation with your clients. When you communicate these things over and over and over and timely, in a timely manner, then they appreciate it and feel like they're in good hands. They should feel like they're in good hands anyway, rather than the agent who listed their house to sell the sell and then move on with life. Okay. That's not why they hired you. They hired you for a job well done, and maintaining the relationship and the communication is going to be the utmost important thing. So I hope this was helpful for you. Follow us for more tips. I'm Amber Almond with Real Estate Listing Masters. It's who we create. See ya.